Welcome to Boca Grande on Gasparilla Island. I'm excited to show you our latest project. So this is our foyer. What I love about a foyer is just to be able to set the stage for the entire home. And so I believe we did that here. This was our inspiration fabric for all of the design throughout the house. It was one of the first pieces we found, and I just loved it. It was tropical, coastal, so bright and cheerful. And so we set the stage here, and that led into a custom-made chandelier that we could use the beads in coloration with the fabric. Love this mirror. This was a local artist that we had this mirror custom made. We needed a really large mirror because the ceilings are 12 feet in here. And so she made that for us, and it just turned out beautiful. Love the pediment at the top with the sea fans, and it's just gorgeous. We're thrilled with it. So one of the features that I loved about this house too is that you have such a visual right out to the waterway, and it's so pretty and refreshing. And so I did not want to mess that visual up. This room was a really big design challenge for me. When we came to look at the house, it was just like this huge ballroom. So the challenge was to break it up, cozy it up, and make it just more homey. What I ended up doing was just making several different seating areas, activity areas. Like I said, this is a big family. 4 of the 5 are married, so there's a lot of people when they're here. And they'll be doing different things at different times. So I think this room is great because you can be watching a game, you could be having a cocktail, you could be reading over here, you could be playing a game over here, and the dining room over there. So one of the very first things that I wanted to do was to treat the floor with some sort of finish or a rug just to ground the whole space because it was really floating. So we used this rug, had it made to fit the space, which was really challenging too because it's a very angular room, but it turned out perfect. Another thing that was really important to the homeowner, she said, I want everything to be performance, fabrics, finishes. She did not want to worry about grandbabies spilling food or drink, or even just adults having a good old time and having some spills. So everything in here, just about every fabric is all performance. This was our first seating area. We wanted to have a place for everybody to watch TV or watch a movie. I love this sofa. We had it custom made so we could get the size just perfect. I love these lamps. So I wanted to incorporate as much coastal, organic feel as I could, and these are some vintage lamps that I think are gorgeous, and love the scale and the size of them. I love these fabrics. We were going for a really light and airy feel with pops of color. Again, this bounced off of my fabric that I was using for my inspiration fabric. So I had this large rug to anchor this space, but I still wanted to kind of keep cozying up different areas. So I layered another Moroccan rug on top of this to anchor and make this more of its own little area. Another thing that we did, because the room was so vast, was to add this Philip Jeffries wall covering, and I just love it. Gives you a lot of texture, a lot of movement, and it just makes the room very playful and fun, but yet also very elegant. So this is our next area that is our game area. This is a big game family, so we needed to have a game table, and I love this fossilized stone. I love this painting by Gary Bodner, just fits in perfectly, and I love this vintage rattan, cane back, just so pretty. These shears were existing with the home, and we decided just to keep them because there was lots of windows to cover. But we did add this little shell detail trim. Love that. This is one of my favorite little seating areas, and I know that our homeowners love it because they can sit right here and actually feel like they're outside. And they really do keep the doors open most of the time. It's just a pleasant place, but They have said they can sit here, read, have their quiet time, and feel like they're actually sitting outside and watching the water. So here we introduce our inspiration fabric again. Yeah, this was some original furniture we were able to purchase from the previous owners. It's just so pretty. It's such a beautiful line of furniture. So we just update it with some new cushions. So this is a cozy little spot. This is a great spot just to sit and have a cocktail. This piece of art from YN and DK Gallery was the first piece that we bought. Once I found the inspiration fabric, DK Gallery was having a show, and this was one of the large pieces that YN had, and I fell in love with it. It's so perfect with our fabric. This is our dining area. Like I said earlier, we have a large family. We needed to be able to seat everybody together. So I had this custom-made table. It's 12 feet long, so we can comfortably seat 12 people. We can actually squeeze in 14. I love this piece by Amy Cobb. Amy named it God Finds Us. I think that's kind of represented in the map and the compass, the clock. Just a beautiful piece. This is another seating area off the kitchen. We decided to forego the breakfast table because we had such a large dining area. We just made this more seating because when everybody's cooking in the kitchen, people tend to want to gather there. So there's plenty of seating in here. One of the big things that we did do that just made such a huge difference was these were all plantation shutters. So we removed those and it just opened up the space that much more. And what we love about this house is just bringing the outdoors in. This is another little area off of our foyer. I personally love mixing modern with antique and old, so I love this beautiful chest from Belgium, I believe. And I love mixing it with this Jennifer Rivera painting. Then of course, layering again with our organic feel of seashells and everything coastal that I could come up with. Love these pillows. These are made from old Indian quilts, and the colors were just perfect for our scheme. I love this quilt that I'm using as a piece of art because it is art in itself. It's an old Indian quilt made of saris. So in second homes, I find that it's all a matter of getting as many beds as you possibly can in a house. The previous owners had this as a craft/art room, and we found it a perfect opportunity to add 2 more beds. So this is our owner's suite. Just a nice, peaceful place to get away. Our goal for this room was to just have a place for the owners to retreat from all their guests and just close the door, be quiet by themselves. And we did that too by closing this in. This was an open doorway into a large great room area, so we gave it some more privacy by closing the wall. And we love the colors in here. That just speaks peace, it speaks beach. Love the organic seashell chandelier. Just love all of our coastal vibe. I hope you enjoyed this tour. We certainly had so much fun putting this project together. Thank you for joining us.